Keyren had always been a night owl. She would stay up late binge-watching TV shows, scrolling through social media, and trying to keep up with endless work tasks. Each morning, the alarm clock would ring, and she would hit snooze, convincing herself that sleep was more important than anything else. Her days were filled with exhaustion, stress, and a sense of running on empty. She knew something had to change, but wasn't sure where to start. One evening, Keyren stumbled upon a TED Talk by Robin Sharma, a renowned leadership speaker, who spoke about the power of waking up at 5 a.m. He said, "The 5 a.m. club is not just about getting up early, it's about using those hours to change your life. The early morning is the golden time, where success is born. It's a secret that most high achievers know but don't share." That night, Keyren made a decision. She would wake up at 5 a.m. the next morning. But like most people, the first few days were incredibly difficult. Her bed was so warm, and her body was resisting the change. But Keyren pushed through. She followed a simple morning routine, a few minutes of stretching, drinking a glass of water, and then sitting in silence to reflect on her goals. The first few days, a struggle and breakthrough. For the first few days, Keyren felt sluggish and groggy. Her body wasn't used to waking up so early, but she refused to give up. Instead of allowing herself to feel frustrated, she reminded herself of a quote by motivational speaker Tony Robbins. "The only limit to your impact is your imagination and commitment." Keyren was determined to make this work. By the end of the first week, she started to feel a shift. Her mind was clearer, and she found herself more productive. She was getting more done in the first few hours of the day than she had in the entire day before. She dedicated time to reading personal development books, journaling her thoughts, and even exercising. It wasn't just about waking up early anymore, it was about taking full control of her day and, ultimately, her life. One morning, as she was running, she remembered something that motivational speaker Mel Robbins often says: "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great." And that's exactly what Keyren realized. The key to success wasn't in waiting for the perfect moment. It was in taking small steps toward creating the future she wanted, one early morning at a time. Keyren's transformation, gaining control and confidence. As the weeks went on, Keyren felt a surge of energy she hadn't experienced before. She was no longer overwhelmed by tasks. Instead, she felt motivated and excited to face each day. Her focus improved, and her ability to get things done soared. The mornings were her time to work on herself, her goals, and her dreams. Her colleagues and friends began to notice the change. She was more positive, more productive, and more disciplined. She started to feel more confident, knowing that every morning was an opportunity to set the tone for her success. The more Keyren embraced the 5 a.m. wake-up call, the more she realized how essential it was for creating the life she always wanted. Keyren's journey wasn't about pushing herself to the limit. It was about starting small and sticking with it, no matter how hard it seemed in the beginning. "You don't have to be perfect," she reminded herself. Quoting author and speaker Jim Rohn, "Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day." Breaking the habit of procrastination. As she continued to wake up early, Keyren noticed another transformation. Her tendency to procrastinate began to fade. Before, she would often put off tasks until the last minute, feeling overwhelmed and stressed. But with the time she gained in the mornings, she started tackling her most important tasks first. This habit of prioritizing important work in the early hours helped her gain momentum for the rest of the day. It reminded her of something that author and entrepreneur Brian Tracy says: "Eat that frog." Tackle the hardest task first thing in the morning, and everything else will feel easier. By waking up early, Keyren didn't just change her mornings, she changed her approach to life. She felt less rushed, less anxious, and more confident about the decisions she made. She realized that the power of waking up early was about taking control of the day before the world started demanding her time. The power of consistency. Keyren understood that the key to success was consistency. It wasn't about waking up at 5 a.m. for a week or two and expecting instant results. It was about making a habit of it, building discipline, and sticking with it long enough to see the transformation. As motivational speaker Gary Vaynerchuk often says, "Success is not about one big win, it's about the small wins over and over again." Consistency turned Keyren's mornings into a powerful routine, setting the tone for the rest of the day. The early hours became her time to work on her dreams without distractions. And in doing so, she found herself reaching new heights. Motivational push to wake up early. If Keyren can do it, so can you? The journey of waking up early isn't easy, but it is incredibly rewarding. It's about taking those first few minutes of the day for yourself to plan, to reflect, and to grow. Remember, it's not about doing everything perfectly, but about making progress. Motivational speaker Eric Thomas says, "When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful." Waking up early is one of those small steps toward success. It's not about being perfect, but about showing up consistently. It's about making a commitment to yourself and your goals, even when it's hard. So, don't let the comfort of your bed hold you back. Embrace the challenge of waking up early, and you'll discover a new level of productivity, focus, and growth. Just like Keyren, you can turn your mornings into a powerful launchpad for your success. As Mel Robbins says, the biggest mistake you can make in life is to believe you have time. Start today, wake up early, and begin building the life you truly deserve. Your future is waiting for you. Don't let it slip away.